Hey guys, hope you're having a blessed day today. I wanted to share a song with you today. It's called Broken. And I want you to listen to the words to it because it really does state a lot with just the words. It talks about being broken and emptied out before the Lord and allowing Him you're realizing that when you're emptied out of yourself, when you let go of all of yourself, all of your wants, all of your needs, and you just lay it before His feet, and you empty out yourself, that's when God can begin to mold you and make you into something beautiful for Him. The Bible talks about the potter and the clay, and we know that God is our potter and we are the clay. And sometimes we may get in a state where we're very hardened toward the Lord and we're not very pliable in His hands. But when it comes to times when we go through difficult times in our life, that's when we actually end up being broken before the Lord, and our clay starts to crack. And in the natural, when you have clay and you put water on it, it starts to soften up, and you can starts to be more pliable and things like that. But in God's hands, when we're broken and our tears are flowing down, and He's looking at us, and He's not looking at what a disaster we are. God always sees He always sees what we're going to be. We see who we are right now. We look at our broken dreams and our scattered dreams on the ground, and we just think there's no hope. We feel hopeless. But when we realize that in those broken moments, in those times when we feel afraid, when we feel hopeless, that is when God can come and He can take those wet tears on that clay, and He starts molding it, and He says, come on, you can do this, you can make it. I am with you, I'm your Father. And He starts molding us, and He starts making us into something beautiful, because brokenness is a surrenderedness. A surrendered heart is a pliable heart. It's like making the clay pliable in the potter's hand. And when we just let go and we say, okay, God, I don't understand, but I know that you do, and I trust you. Even though I don't understand, I'm going to trust you. Just like Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, I'm going to trust you and not lean on my understanding, but in all my ways acknowledge you, and I know you will direct my path. God says that He has a plan and a purpose for your life. And, it's in those moments when we are emptied out of everything within us that God can start to mold us and make us what He wants us to be. And this song is called Broken. And this song actually was written a couple of days before something very devastating just unfolded completely in my life. My husband and I had separated right after writing this song. And talk about devastating. I felt broken. I felt lost. But, Jesus let me know that even though I didn't understand what was going on at that time, that He was right there with both of us. And God did do a work in His life, and He did a work in my life, and at His appointed time He brought it back together. And we've been married now almost 14 years, and I just praise God for that. We have a beautiful 6-year-old, and I have so many blessings in my life, so many things that I'm so thankful for, and so many lessons. If we never went through hard times in our life, how would we ever learn to trust God? If everything was always roses and flowers and just beautiful, maybe we wouldn't learn what a rock God really is in our life, and what a strength He is, and how that He never leaves us, never forsakes us, just like His word says. And I just pray for you today that no matter what you may be going through, maybe your marriage didn't get put back together, or maybe God is leading you in a new direction in your life right now, and you don't know why. But you know what? Trust Him in all things. Don't lean to your understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He said He will direct your path. So as we are broken before God, and we are surrendered, a heart that is surrendered before Him, and we're empty out of everything inside of us, that's when we realize that we can be filled with Him and filled with His Spirit, and allow Him to mold us and make us into something beautiful for Him, all because we were broken, all because we just surrendered the pieces and said, I don't know how to put these pieces together, God, but I know that you do. And we just allow Him to put those broken pieces together. So I hope this song blesses you today. Broken. Dreams stripes on his back to provide us with healing. Oh, to show he loved you, to show he loved me, he had to be stripes on his back to provide us with healing. Oh, to show he loved you, to show he loved me, he had to be broken. To show he loved you, to show he loved me, he had to be broken.